Okay, I finally had a chance to get back into my airplanes in FPV, and I've been working on my aerial photography plane, but I had to take a break from that and try a new FPV platform, back to the basics. So I decided to pick up an old faithful GWS Slowstick. This is the first one I've ever owned. They are 3-channel planes, $28 without the electronics. And here it is. Built it up, slapped my FPV equipment on there, decided to get away from all the complicated planes with the GPSs and the huge motors and the huge batteries and electronics and long range and all of that stuff. It was really kind of starting to suck the fun out of it. I enjoy the technical aspect of it, but not all the time. So I wanted something I could just toss up in the air, fly, bring home. Local park, don't need a lot of space, and so this is it. From the front to the back, let's see real quick, I'll go through what I have on here. 1000 kV motor. It's a 70 gram with a 9x3/8 slow file prop. Probably a little 25 amp speed controller. There's my FPV camera, Velcro on. 800 milliamp hour battery to operate my video equipment. 2200 milliamp hour battery for a flight pack. A cheap 2.4 gigahertz receiver for control. 2 simple servos, 9 gram EXI, and a 5.8 gigahertz transmitter with a clover leaf pointed down. The simplicity of this plane is amazing. Just a boom with some foam control surfaces. Any of that gets broken, Dollar Tree foam will replace it, no problem. The only problem I had with adding all this extra weight is the cheesy landing gear was just do a split. So I added a brace here, wrapped it with tire wire, soldered, good to go. I left the big, huge plastic wheels on there. They're kind of cheap, but they're light, and they handle grass really well. So that's it. I really enjoy flying this plane. The wing is perfectly stock with 2 exceptions. I added the braces, that little aluminum tubes and the fiberglass that come with it in the front and the back. I also added 1 carbon spar in the middle and an additional carbon spar in the back to reduce some of the flex when I flew the plane. The drawback to that is it did remove some of the dihedral in the wing, so it probably doesn't turn quite as good as it could, but it's okay. It works pretty well. And as far as the stiffness, that plane is a lot heavier than what it was designed for with all that battery and extra electronic equipment. It doesn't even know the weight is there. And I've done some high-speed power loops with this wing, no flex really whatsoever. So yeah, this is what I'm flying right now, and I'm actually enjoying it. Okay, for FPV, I really want a pair of goggles, but I haven't purchased those yet. I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to get. So in the meantime, I'm using my trusty 13-inch TV, which works really well. It's completely self-contained. I'll flip it around here. And on the back, I've got my 5.8 gigahertz receiver with the skew planar wheel antenna. I have an RF modulator, and I feed this into the TV and watch on channel 3. That gets rid of 100% of my blue screen. No problem with that at all. It works great. I think I got that at Radio Shack for, I don't know, 20 bucks or so. I've got a battery pack to power the TV, a battery pack to power the video receiver, and all I do is plug these in, and 100% self-contained FPV receiving station there. I do have a lot of cable on this video receiver in case I want to get it up higher on a pole. I can just unstrap this and Velcro it or rubber band it or whatever up higher. Other than that, it works great. You know, I also really considered the dorky look and taking this base off and hanging that sucker around my neck, you know, just kind of out in front. It might be pretty cool. I might give that a try, you know, but didn't do that yet. Took some ribbon for making that idea, but I might do it anyway. Now, finally, for everybody who's been asking about my aerial photography plane that I'm cutting out, the big exposure plane, the huge one. Sorry it's taken so long. I've learned a valuable lesson about showing something that I'm planning on building. I don't like going to a YouTube channel and seeing somebody start a project and then never have it finished, and I've done that, and I apologize for that. I don't like it when it happens, and so I shouldn't do it either. But anyway, where I'm at with that right now is I started cutting the wings out, and here's my airfoil for my wings. This is 3 layers of EPS foam laminated together and cut out with my hot wire cutter. It came out just okay. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. I think it's usable for my first time trying to cut a wing core. It's not real easy to cut wing cores out, really, to be honest, in my garage. But this is 2 sections. They're 20 inches each, and these will go together like that. And then I'll have a 20-inch section angled up at a 6-degree angle there, a 20-inch section angled up at a 6-degree there, for a total of 80 square inches. One of the things I've been looking for also is some 1/32 inch plywood, because that's going to be used a lot for bracing different pieces and stuff like that. Well, I did find some at a local craft store, 12 by 24 inches for like $9 a sheet. I was really happy about that. I was wondering where I was going to get that. So I do have that. I got a lot of sanding to do on these. I don't know how EPS sands, but hopefully it will sand okay. And then I'll glue them all up and, you know, laminate what I need to laminate on them. And hopefully one day I'll get this plane up. I'm kind of fitting it in as much as I can physically handle here. But again, I apologize for taking so long with this. When I first started this project and I got my fuselage cut out, I was like gung-ho, 100%, ready to jam on the plane. And then tons of things came up, and so it's going a whole lot slower than I anticipated. But 2 more wing sections I need to cut out. The wing will be done. The fuselage is done. The next step is to cut all the wooden pieces out and start putting it all together. So I'll have it as soon as I can. In the meantime, I'm tossing up my little Slowstick FPV plane and enjoying that. It's really relaxing. And so there you go. Anyway, everybody have a good weekend. Talk to you later.